What's up, everybody? Matt Trainer here. Hey, I have some cool stuff I want to share with you tonight. Well, it's tonight for me. It may be morning wherever you are. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's tonight. But I want to tell you about some cool stuff we got for Team WUKAR, actually. Yes, this is 2017. No, we did not time travel back and start up WUKAR again. This is a very interesting way that this has evolved, but I am doing some new Team WUKAR training. And I'm going to explain the whole thing to you right now. So let's just go over to the computer and I'll show you what's going on. So here's what we got, guys. Team WUKAR. We are not launching Team WUKAR or anything like that again. I don't want there to be any confusion with that. But what we are definitely doing, well, just a little disclaimer here, just at the bottom. We are no longer associated with WUKAR or Team WUKAR or Doobly for that matter. I've learned a lot through this whole experience of doing this WUKAR thing, and I just wanted to share with you some business lessons, some personal lessons, and things like that I learned through this, and also give you guys some cool training as a way of saying thank you. Because, as you guys remember, throughout all of the WUKAR videos, I talked a lot about, I did it on stage at the WUKAR event and all of that stuff. I constantly talked about gratitude. And, for some reason, I've been attacked online a lot, people calling me a con artist and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, very disturbing things, that if you read this stuff in a vacuum without knowing me, you'd think I'm a really bad guy. Just Google my name, Matt Trainer, and just go look at what's written about me. It's, it's hard not to take that stuff personally. I don't anymore, but, I did for a while, but going through this, I kept going back to gratitude. What am I grateful for? And in the end, I'm still grateful for WUKAR and what happened with WUKAR. We had a really cool thing going there, and it could have been even bigger than what we were talking about or what we were doing at the time. And who knows where this thing could have gone, but the point is I am still grateful for what happened. I learned a lot through it, and I saw some of my own power, and I was able to heal part of myself through it, which has been a cool experience. And I've lost some friends that it's disappointing, but it's part of life. It's going through the cycles of who your sphere of influence is and all that sort of stuff. And it's been such a wild ride for me, and I'm coming out the other side of kind of the heaviness of it and realizing, wow, this is really cool for a lot of ways. And I know a lot of people in WUKAR saw the vision, saw what we were trying to do, and really wanted to be a part of it, and still want to be a part of some stuff that's going on. Unfortunately, the WUKAR thing, the ship has sailed. I don't have anything against WUKAR. I still think it's a great brand. I still think Art's a good guy, and we just didn't see eye to eye on how the thing should go forward. And it is what it is. So we're moving on. But I want to still bring some value, deliver value to WUKAR, and I'm going to talk a lot about that right now, actually. So let's go back to the computer and I'll get back into this. So yeah, what this came from is just my own gratitude and my own gratefulness for what's happened. And what I've got for you guys today, of course, we've got some of course, I said of course like but we have new WUKADemy training. And I'm going to talk a lot about that. I'm going to show you that here in a second. I've just got some new content back there, and again, it's in the vein of giving back to the community. It's training that we had back there anyway that we are going to launch under WUKADemy. And I was going through the site last night because I'm making some updates to the Rotator and all of that stuff, and I was looking at all this content that we'd put together, and I was thinking, wow, man, maybe I should just open this up to the WUKAR community again. So Tarlise and I were thinking, man, why don't we just open this back up and give that training back to the people who deserve it, which are you guys who put in a lot of time and effort making those videos and funneling for the Rotator. So this really is only for you guys, the ones that actually did that. And I really honor that. I really respect that, because in the end, what we were trying to do was something that you guys could put your energy into, what I'm calling value exchange. Put a value exchange out there and then build a big machine that could then feed us all and rotate that traffic. That vision is still very solid. But what happened with me, and I've seen it happen through a lot of my business ventures, is that I'm a pretty big visionary. I see things that are way down the road that are coming, and I start to operate there, in the future. And that's cool and all, sounds great, but it makes for a very hard road because I'm not living in the present, living how the world is. I'm seeing how the world is going to be and already moving and acting and talking as if it's real. And people can buy into that. I've seen it. People can buy into that vision for a while, but after a while, people start thinking, man, is that guy just crazy and he's just seeing stuff that's not there? When I can still clearly see and getting validation from things going on in the world that what I'm seeing is coming to pass. And then, if the evidence of that doesn't appear in a lot of people's vision immediately, and oftentimes that means money appearing into their life or results coming from a lot of stuff, some expectations get out of whack. And then, if those expectations are pitched in a way that makes people, just see things in a different way than I'm seeing them as a visionary, after a little bit it can look like, wow, Matt's just crazy, or he's running some kind of con or running a scam on people. And the thing is, no, that's not the case at all. I see something and things converging, and they're, maybe 5-10 years out or even 2 years out. And in the past, I have pitched those things as those are coming and you're eventually going to make a lot of money doing that, which is true. If you're out in the front of any big trend and then eventually that trend does happen like you expect, of course you're going to make a lot of money. But what a lot of people hear is that you're going to get money tomorrow or next week or whatever, And with the way WUKAR was promoted, we had several layers deep of people saying the stuff that was coming out of my mouth, but it turned into a telephone game. So like third, fourth, fifth person deep, by the end of that, like the person on the other end is saying Matt Trainer is going to automatically deliver money into your bank account. And it just got into a lot of crazy expectations that, I shouldn't say crazy, but wild expectations that weren't true. Well, let's go back to our slides here. Okay, we're back over here in the browser, and I'm on WUKARRotatorCredits.com, and this is what it'll look like if you're logged in. Actually look a little bit different for you because right underneath, you can see where my cursor is here, right underneath that banner is where this video that you're watching right now is going to be, so this will all be pushed down. What we have here is training that we had planned to release as part of the WUKAdemy package before we decided to not pursue the WUKAR thing anymore. But the content is still here and it's still very, very solid. So and we already have a cool design with it, so it's just right here. So I rearranged this area. Before, what you guys saw was this. You saw the rotator and then what I posted here before. Now this has all been changed around a little bit. So now I just want to walk through here a little bit what you're going to get access to. Under marketing here, you got internet marketing basics. And then in here you've got some sales funnel training. This is basically what is a sales funnel. Jason Cardamone gratefully taught that little thing. And you got some basic search engine optimization. This is all from me. Wow, look how different I look there. So this is older information, but this is still extremely solid SEO training. This stuff still works. It's a little bit black hat, but it's still very solid information that you can apply today, guys. It still works. Still people doing this exact stuff. And then email marketing I just clicked on is email marketing best practices. Now this is still training that I still sell today inside of a course, and it's still relevant, still cutting edge, still people making lots of money doing this. So this training is still very valuable. So that's why we've included it in here. I'm going to go ahead and back up here. So wait, make sure we got all those. So yeah, it's sales funnel, search engine optimization, and email marketing training that's there. And then over here we got traffic. Now this is Traffic Black Book, and inside of here I think there's a little over 100 hours of training. I think around 100 hours of training, and it's all kinds of things about how to do paid traffic, building a sales funnel, predicting success with your ad spend, and doing mind control with ads to understand how your ads are doing things with your customers, tracking and optimization and driving traffic, scaling it out, what that means, doing retargeting, and then down to offer creation even. Now this is a course that I sell right now. You can go to trafficblackbook.com right here, This is this course, and you can scroll all the way down and see add to cart. It sells right now for $997. It's a real course. We still sell it all the time. Still very valuable. This secret traffic system has generated 57 million visitors, prospects, and buyers in the last 2 years alone. And that was several years ago, guys. Several millionaires have been minted from this training. And several multi-seven-figure businesses from this. So this is very valuable. This is at least $1,000 training right here. And then to top it all off, of course, we've got the rotator here in the middle, which you guys are already familiar with. Top it all off, I'm launching new training, all new for October 2017. This is the authority model. We'll talk about this in a little bit. How to create a sustainable online business from scratch. Matt, that's me, is teaching a full 6-week masterclass on how to build authority online. We're going to talk about that. And then right here you'll see first class begins October 4th. That's next week at 6 p.m. Pacific and continues weekly for 6 weeks thereafter. Go here to register. You can click either this thing here or this thing and go there. All right, that's it. This is all new for 2017, and I'm going to come back to this at the end of this video, so hold on. But by now you're probably wondering, why are we doing this? I've talked a little bit about that. So why are we doing this? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but it's just important to me now that as I'm moving forward in life and learning, getting older and learning lessons about how things work and going through all the stuff that we went through with Doobly and being attacked online and still being attacked online and being called a con artist and all these things. And, you know, at the end of it, I'm still grateful. I'm still grateful for the lessons that I learned. And I want to, it's very, very important to me that even all these years later, that this WUKAR thing, at least the loop is closed, at least this loop is closed in a way that can make me feel good. You know, I want to feel really great about the value I delivered to you guys. And I don't feel really great about that right now, because WUKAR was kind of just left and we decided to shut it off, and then this business done, and, you know, plan was to send everybody the Rotator credits, which I don't have to do. You know, I'm paying that out of my own pocket. I could just walk away very easy. But I'm spending the money, and then also doing this whole 6-week training and giving you guys access to at least $1,000 worth of training, more than that actually, with the live stuff that I'm doing, the new authority model I'm teaching. It's just important to me to really express gratitude in a real way. That's not some bullshit, not some way to try to sell you on something or anything, because there's nothing to buy here. Nothing. I just want to make sure that WUKAR and Team WUKAR, as we started out, just leaves, when I think about it, I want to be able to think about, yeah, man, we had something cool going there and it could have been bigger, but you know what? At least we closed it out strong, and the people that came into that got some real value delivered from it, from being a part of WUKAR. The whole Doobly thing is separate. Everybody sent their money to Doobly, and Doobly did whatever they do, and they're still in business. So people could still be making money from it. And in fact, I know people in Team WUKAR that are still promoting whatever it's called now and making money from it. So, you know, that's a different issue. But as Team WUKAR, I just want it's very important to me that you guys get real value. So I'm doing updated training, plus you're getting access to the stuff that, there was a lot more training. I just cut out the stuff that was not relevant, or stuff that was taught by somebody else that maybe didn't want to have it on there anymore. I just want to make sure you have updated training that's fresh, new, hot, and I'm just going to show you $2 million of documented proof that the authority model works, and this didn't even happen to me. It was from a student that followed what I taught. So I'm going to teach you guys the exact system, the way that I'm teaching it inside of Trainer Method, except it's all brand new stuff. All for free, just because I want to make sure that your value for putting your effort out into those videos that we tried to do for WUKAR gets returned, both through the Rotator credits that you earned and through this hundreds of hours of training you're now going to have access to, or at least 100 hours. I don't know how many hours. There's at least 100 hours, plus this 6-week thing will at least be another 6 to 10 hours of training. And then I've got some community stuff later I'm going to tell you about that's even more valuable, that has some ongoing benefit for you if you want to be a part of it. And then again, there's nothing for sale here. This is all free. I just want to provide some value. So that's why we're doing this. So let's get back to our slides here. So in this video, I'm going to go through where we've been, where we are, and how we're moving forward with gratitude with all of this. So where have we been? So back when we first started this whole WUKAR thing, before WUKAR was even a name of the thing, I had this automated SEO tool. And this automated SEO tool was powering lots of very cool, very giant stuff I was doing with SEO. You guys remember the big hype that was pitched around the whole Doobly WUKAR launch was that I dropped an 8-figure SEO contract to pursue the Doobly thing. And that is 100% true, because I saw the giant opportunity. The SEO play, as you see here in the first bullet here, is huge. I say is because it still currently is huge for that model. And in the end, what I was trying to do, the second bullet point here, is teach people to play their own game. Because what I wanted to do was build a cool system where you guys could do some little basic work, some work, because making those videos is not completely easy. There's still stuff involved, but it's pretty brainless in the end, you know. But if you put some effort into it and made some quality, you're going to get quality out. I wanted a system like that you could pour your efforts into and begin to set yourself free. And I talked about this a lot at the WUKAR event, the first WUKAR event. I talked a lot about it in the Millionaires Club that we had going on, and that whole thing. I taught that the ultimate thing here was to have Doobly to be a small piece of this, and us go on to do other bigger things with this SEO thing, so that everybody could set themselves free and play their own game. And the emphasis was not on money. The whole money thing was just up front. And I said that many times, but that's where everybody went to. But regardless, that SEO play, still giant, it turned into a tool called Automati, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Before that, this tool was just, it didn't even have a name. It was just some scripts we had running on a server behind the scenes, and it was running my SEO business. And it's a fully automated SEO tool. And when I saw the Doobly opportunity, I said, holy shit, this is massive. If I pour all of my efforts into this, and if I figure out some way to outsource getting a bunch of videos made, I can plug all these videos into this system and have them rank and drive back to our site and have a cool rotator, right? That was the whole thing, man. That's all I was trying to do. But I said all along, like I said right here in the bullet, I said from the beginning, this is a long-term play. And many, many, many times I said, we jumped off a cliff and we are building a plane on the way down. That means we didn't have everything in place. We were doing some big things, taking a giant risk and doing a long-term play with a lot of people. And it was working. It was working great. It worked great for like 90 days or 100 days or whatever it was. But SEO, guys, this is SEO, and extremely large scale SEO, unprecedented in anything I've done, certainly, and anybody I know, which I know some pretty big guys doing pretty good scale with SEO. I mean, we're talking about 2 million videos almost that you guys made in 90 days. That's a lot of URLs to try to rank, you know. As we jumped off a cliff and we're building the thing on the way down, we're put my buddy Peter and I, they're partners in the Automati behind the scenes, you know, plugging in stuff into our SEO engine and starting to get the whole thing ramped up. And right as we're just starting to go, I mean, we're not even 90 days in, guys. SEO is a long-term play. 6 months minimum for SEO. I mean, come on. SEO is not like paid traffic. So is this one SEO play from the beginning? And whenever people didn't see the results they expected, like immediately, then all of a sudden, like I said earlier, I'm the crazy guy who's just seeing stuff that's not there, and they lost the vision and whatever, greed kicked in, and then all of a sudden I'm a con artist. You know, so what happens is, and people can't see those results, and they're not necessarily a visionary, or at least can't see my vision, then it looks like a con, it looks like a scam, it looks like I'm crazy or something, you know? But in the end, when you understand the entire context of it, it's crazy the other way. Like, holy shit, guys, you didn't even give us 90 days to get this thing going. A giant SEO play. It's crazy. Just the attack that happened to me. And I'm sitting here like, wow, man, we just got started. Just got started, and it's a giant machine, and I'm just started getting the whole thing, and then, you know, whatever. You guys saw what happened. Regardless, I'm not going to harp on it. But just know, I mean, this thing could have been such a massive thing, man. We had it going. Anyway, the tool itself, the automated SEO tool, I talked a lot about how much time and money had been invested in this thing and all that stuff. I told everybody, I talked about it from the beginning. I talked about it before WUKAR was even the name of the team we were using in Doobly. I told everybody 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways, and I guess nobody believed me. I don't know what the hell, man. We just got started again. So anyway, once that whole thing got torpedoed by people, and I backed away from it because I was getting attacked. Getting attacked for trying to start something big is just pretty wild, man. And it was very hard for me to not take it personally, you know. So I had to be very defensive, and it found me in like weird states of mind, and it's just a wild experience. But so fast forward, you know, I finally said, well, you know what, we've got this tool. Let's give it a name. And Peter and I brainstormed a name, and we called it the Automati. And the Automati came from a play on the words automation and Illuminati. I just thought it'd be interesting to have an underground tool like it was. This tool was never intended to be sold like this. It was just intended to be used behind the scenes to build out our giant WUKAR machine. But you know what? I had so much money invested in it. The thing is working. I said, let's sell it. You know, whatever. Sell it as a service. So I launched it. It's done really well since then. And it's made lots of people lots of really great SEO results. Guess what? Just like I said from the beginning, it works. So this is where we just went ahead and launched it, and then still teaching the same SEO play. I'm still teaching the same damn thing. I was teaching in WUKAR the same thing I'm doing. Instead, I just had telling people in Automati how to do it. So in the end, I'm still, as a second bullet point here, still teaching how to play your own game. I still have live weekly trainings inside the Automati, exactly like I was doing in WUKAR. I'm teaching people how to play their own game, how to go rank websites and videos and things so you can start having automated lead generation and income and all that stuff coming in, so you can set yourself free from this bullshit that the system has caught up in, the matrix. And I'm doing live weekly trainings from that. So basically, WUKAR morphed into Automati. And then I got hit with cancer scare. This is a picture of me in the hospital getting ready to go into surgery. I had to have emergency surgery to remove a giant tumor from my colon. And it was very traumatic and scared the shit out of me, honestly, you know. And at the time, I was still drinking a lot, you know, and way overweight and being attacked still publicly after trying to do all these things and help people. So it kind of was like a giant reset for me, you know, like, man, I really got to start paying attention to things. So this is me now. Well, it's before and after. So on the left, I've got before. I was a one-dimensional douchebag. I had business and SEO and all that stuff figured out. I know how to make money, but my health was terrible and my relationships weren't that great. And obviously I was having strained relationships with business partners and all those sort of things. So I was a one-dimensional douchebag, really great in one area and horrible in other places. So I fixed that, really focused on my health. And on the right there, you see that's 92 pounds down and counting. I'm actually down more than that down. I'm now down 94 pounds. I'm only 6 pounds away now from being down an even 100. And then the picture on the right there, before and after, is, you know, you can see me on the left. That's more what I look like in WUKAR days. Extremely heavy. And then that's me on the right now. Actually, I weigh less than that on the right now. But from that, you know, it was a really big wake-up call. That, holy shit, man, I need to live a multi-dimensional life and not just be a one-dimensional douchebag. So we went out and my wife and I launched the trainer method. Really, it's just an evolution of the same thing, because we teach the ascension, play your own game. Again, the theme of teaching people how to set themselves free is all I've been teaching the whole time, guys. I've been doing the same thing. My vision is teach people how to play their own game, so you don't have to listen to other people's rules about how to live. We love it so much, like you see here in the bullet point, we trademarked it. We trademarked it. I think it's registered now, actually, but it's trademarked. Play your own game is a trademark owned by the trainer method. So that's where we are now. We're still doing training about how to play your own game, and we've got a community that's worked really, really well with that. So let's get back to this. Inside of the trainer method, I started teaching something called the authority model. And the authority model has done really well. In fact, James Brinkerhoff there, this is just from a couple weeks ago. This is very, very recent. He wrote this. Now, forgive me in advance. There is some cursing in here, but I'm just going to read it as is so you guys can hear how it is. Now, James Brinkerhoff, so you know, before I read this, actually, you know what? I'll save it till after I read this. But he followed the authority model that I'm going to teach you guys. And this is what he said. He said, this is just last week or 2 weeks ago. He said, "Oh, snap. It's almost been 1 year from the first Ascension," that's the game I just told you about, "and it's been quite a fucking ride. Today we launch our first live event as a company built on the foundation of the authority model," like I just told you guys about. Was it easy? Hell no. Worth it? Totally. The authority platform allows freedom and choices. It gives you confidence and presence. Then gratitude follows, sound familiar? And humility. Yesterday, we were approached by Spike TV and Amazon. They are interested in a miniseries or docuseries. The next problem I'm facing now is which opportunity to focus on. The authority model opens your life to so many opportunities. So many doors are opening. Much gratitude and love to the tribe. Play your own game, trainer method, authority. That authority model is what I'm teaching you guys. What it involves is building a sustainable internet business, as you see on the slide here. It's a way that if you just follow the steps and do them repeatedly, weekly or daily, even better, you will have a sustainable income coming in from the internet. There's no question. It works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who give it 100%. That's from Jesse Elder. Thank you for that, Jesse. This is the authority model, and what it involves is blogging, email marketing, and social media. It's very, very simple. You don't have to be great at writing. You don't even have to write much at all other than just a couple sentences. And email marketing, same thing, but it helps. You know, you've got access to some of the email marketing training already inside of the Team WUKAR / WUKADemy stuff I just told you about. But this is an expansion of it, talking about how to tie it into blogging, how to tie it into social media, do it all the right way, and get results like James did. So back to James. James just got $2 million in funding for his business because of what he did with the authority model, and he said it publicly many times. Also, James, as you see, is just about to get his own mini-series and document series. Guess why? Because he built authority online, following the authority model. Now, they want to put a TV show up about him. Oh, and guess what? You can go look at it right now. Go to his group, Legalize It, Don't Criticize It, Facebook group. They have over 600,000 followers just in a few months. Because he's followed the authority model, repeated the steps, and did it. Now, you guys are going to get access to that exact training, except evolved, brand new for tail end of 2017 now, for free, just as gratitude from me. So that's that. It's going to be a 6-week masterclass. Again, you click on the link below this video to go register for that. And then below that, I want to show you another thing. We're opening up the Team WUKAR community again. Now, this is another thing that's really important for me, and that is to get the community back moving the way that Team WUKAR was, because Tarlise and I were looking at some of the old videos. We've been looking at old content, and we're looking at what to do with all this old stuff. And we saw some really great stuff. We saw some of you guys out remembering at the events and some of the traveling we did and getting together with you guys. And it was really cool, man. It was just cool to see all the positive energy that was going on, and it kind of got torpedoed by strange reasons like we talked about earlier. But whatever, it is what it is. We just want to reignite that. We know that there are a lot of good people in Team WUKAR, a lot of people that got kind of kicked to the side because of what happened and are kind of just like, wow, well, that's a bummer that happened, and want to be able to come back and experience that again. And we really want that too, man. We really loved how Team WUKAR was working out as a community. It was really cool. We were talking about how we used to love just interacting with everybody. So we have that same sort of thing going on inside the trainer method right now, and it's really great, man. So we wanted to be able to offer that to Team WUKAR as well, the ability to come in and have a community again. So I'm going to show you, go back over here to, all right, so we'll go back over here to the computer, and you see here, I'm logged into our community right here, and we just see a whole bunch of content here, and it's a forum. Go over to Gratitude Central, and this is great. Look at all the people that are talking about gratitude in here. It's really, really good. Now, a lot of you even that are in Team WUKAR now are in here, so I know you understand how this is. And so I wanted to open this up to you guys. So let's just pull this up. When you're logged in here and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a little button here that pops up, and it's just a little questionnaire to fill out. So to request access to that community. If that's interesting to you and you think you'll get value from it, then just do that. Again, no obligation. It's just something we wanted to open up to you because we're just loving the community that we have going on there. Now, as awesome as this is, I want to make it very clear. You guys do not get full access to the entire trainer method. You just get this piece. It's a major piece, it's a powerful piece, and it's worth several $100s at least in real world value. But you won't get access to the full trainer method, just the community and the authority model. So that's it, guys. I just want to leave you with a lot of great stuff. I mean, I know that the training that I just showed you, you guys have access to, it's a minimum of 100 hours of content. I know it sells for a minimum of $1,000, Traffic Black Book alone, and the content there is really solid. And to top it off, I'm teaching you the brand new, very effective authority model. I've been teaching the same thing for a long time, but there's new ways of doing things always, and just the new fresh update for 2017, it is part of the content I'm doing for the trainer method, and I just wanted to provide that kind of value for you guys as well. So if that interests you and you think you get some value out of it, there's no cost to you. Just click on the registration link that's below this video. And if you want to interested in getting back that community aspect again, come join us in the Trainer Method Tribe. Again, no cost to you whatsoever. Just come join us and join in the discussion. It's fun. It's a place that's outside of Facebook, so it doesn't have all the distractions Facebook has and some of the weirdness that we see inside of Facebook. So it's very focused and it's very open and very loving and caring thing. So if you got some issues, you got some questions, just come in there and ask. There's always interaction going on. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your patience and caring over all the years. So many of you have been so great to us. And you guys that haven't been great to us, whatever. That's your own issue, and I don't care. Whatever, you got your own shit to figure out. So regardless, you guys still have access to training. You're going to get your rotator credits as well as we roll those out throughout the rest of this year. So thanks again. Talk to you guys later and see you in the Trainer Method Tribe community, hopefully. And if not, it's been great knowing you. And look for your rotator credits coming. Thanks, guys.